we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Previously on Sailing Catalpa, we'd scuba dive with manta rays at Lady Musgrave Island and watch a baby turtle come into the world. This episode we show you all about our water maker. The water maker we decided to buy is an AC electric Rainman.
Alright guys, I just wanted to share with you today our water maker. A lot of people ask a lot of questions about what water maker, this, that, the other. But this is the one we chose, the Rainman. It's portable. That's one of the reasons we chose it. We wanted to just put it on and go. We didn't want to plumb it in yet, as if we're not sure if this is the boat we will hold on to forever, and it's a device that we want to be able to take with us if we do go to another boat, and that's the beauty of it. Not to say that it can't be plumbed in. Now this is the basic pressure unit here. Pretty much as you see it without a bit of wrapping on it is how you get it from the store, or how it is delivered to you. So here we have the pressure unit. Over here we have the membranes, RO membranes, the reverse osmosis membranes. And in here is a couple of lines. Before I go too far into that, the only thing you'll have to do is when you get this, is in here there's a an oil cap, which is this one here, that needs to be replaced with a pressure relief valve as opposed to that. So, what else we got? The power supply to it is a 2 kVA. Honda is recommended. We have a Kipor which struggles. It just does it. It is 2 kVA, but all the trials and whatnot have been done with the Honda. So it does need all of 2000 watts to get started, but then has more of around 1600 watts continuous. Okay, so as simple as it is, it should only be a 5-minute procedure to set this up and make some water. So what we have here, we've got our intake line. Uncoil this. Take the cap off here. Now we've got a strainer. Just clip that on there, like so. Okay, put that over. Just like that. Okay, so these lines here, 3 lines. So the first line here, that's our product water, which we'll do our test, make sure the water's right before it goes into our tank, which has a cap, which is replaced after use. So I'll just hang that one over. That's our product. This one here is our brine. Take the cap off this one. Oh. Put that over there. Okay, and this is our high pressure one. So take that off. Keep all those caps there, because I just leave the caps on so there's no water, no mess. Put that on there. So we've got our pressure unit with the line clipped on. We've got our brine line out there. We've got our intake line there. That will be our product water line, which we'll test in a minute. Here we have our pressure gauge, and we'll be taking that up to 55 bar. So this is our generator. It's a Kipor. It is a 2 kVA generator, but it is only just there as a 2 kVA, as it lags a little bit and may and the odd occasion stall on startup, being that it needs 2000 on startup and 1600 continuous once it's running, which is fine, but just the startup. So my advice would be definitely to stick with Honda like is recommended with the Rainman. So we'll have a go. Hopefully that's not too loud. It's out of the road so we can still hear what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to start this up. Simple as that. Come over to here. This is our brine line. So at the moment, that's just seawater going through. So, what we'll do, as you can see here, we want to bring that up to 55 bar. So it's just a matter of slowly increasing the pressure by closing it off. Closing. Go, you can see it start to rise now. May wander up a little bit, so just decrease it. I usually just keep an eye on it for the first 5 minutes. Make sure I keep it in the happy medium there. And maybe every half an hour or so have a look, and I haven't had it wander at all either way once you get it set. So now, go over to that. That'll be our product water. It's that easy, and this one is Lady Musgrave fresh water. So I'll put that in here for the moment. We let it run for about 60 seconds or so, and then just give it a little taste. And water. No chlorine, no chemicals, no nothing. That's just fresh water. Usually, obviously without me explaining what's going on, it's literally 5 minutes and I've got fresh water. I can store it away, and in our compartment, which I'll show you later, is I actually don't even bring it up on deck. I've only brought it up on deck to show how it actually all goes. This actually stays in the compartment, and where we fill our water is internal anyway, so that works fine for us. And if we do decide to get another boat, we can take it with us, and it's one of those expenses that you don't want to wear twice. So for us, it's the only thing that sort of stopped us from staying out in these remote spots, and now we can, and it's that easy. So there we have it, and like I said, 60 seconds and you got fresh water. It's obviously going to vary. We don't use any pickling solution because we opt to run this once a week, and you can probably stretch it to 2 weeks without using any solution, as long as you flush it with some water that you just made, which is why I've got this in the bucket here, and I'll show you. It's a 2-second job once you're done, and whether it's pickling it, it's just a matter of adding some pickling solution in. Obviously, you're not going to wait 60 seconds on your next startup if you pickle it. You're going to want to flush it right out. But for us, it is 60 seconds. At the moment, we're using it on a weekly or every 2 weeks. I only have to run it for a couple of hours to get my, 100 and they say 140 litres an hour. I reckon it's probably pretty right. A lot of people argue it and say it's around 130, but it's obviously going to depend on the salinity of the water, the temperature of the water, and where you are, whether it's, brackish water. There's a few different options there. If you are in more fresh water, which I won't go into because I haven't had to go with those options myself yet. But just to give you the basic rundown of it, and here we have it now. Roughly 10 litres is recommended for the back flush on it. So what we're going to do, fresh water being made, so I'm going to turn it off just like that. So always make sure you turn it off because you don't want to damage the water pump. So if you pull this out of the water in the process of putting it into the bucket, you're going to have air in the line, which is not good for any water pump, which this one is a impeller driven one, so yeah, no good. Turn it off. I usually take this off here. Takes a second. Put that there. I'll place that in the bucket. Now that'll be sucking fresh water that I've made through. Now it's very, very important that that is fresh water that you actually run back through and not water out of your tanks that have had chlorine and whatever additives that are in our main waters supply, which is going to damage these RO membranes. So that is the biggest thing. Do not run mains water through there which has got all the chlorine and chemicals and whatnot. You will damage your membranes. So you can see that's just about there. It's probably about 15 litres. They recommend 10 litres. We run a little bit extra through because we don't pickle, as I said. So it's just a matter of getting all that fresh water through the system again. Give that a couple of minutes. Just a bit. Okay, you can see it's just getting down to the last bit of water there. Getting siphoned through. So before that runs out, I'll just turn that off. And on the line here. The end cap, stop all that water coming back out. Just like that. That generator out. Hopefully you can hear me now. So yeah, that was just disconnect those lines, put the caps back on. This one here, which is, it'll only be the first time you get the machine, and it's important that you change that out. There's 4 screws here, and it's just a matter of switching this out with a breather plug.
So this usually lives under our bed in our bedroom, and it stays there the whole time. And we just lift up our hatch and put all the hoses and things out either side of the windows.
So, and there's the window up here. We just open that up like it is open at the moment, and slide our brine line out there and our intake line, and that's it. We run our product line straight to our tank. So one other little thing here that we've got as a spare, which is probably not going to need it, but obviously if you are in a remote spot, I would advise putting it in. As we all know, the impellers do go. There's your impeller kit. You can order with it. They don't come with it, so that was a separate order. We've got this that comes with it, which is just obviously for changing out your filters. And you will get a couple of filters with it, and a basic little guide on how to do it, or if anyone else does make water on the boat, and a manual. And here we have it here. You also get your pickling solution, which is only a matter of putting 5 tablespoons in with 10 litres, and then you're good for, not 100% sure, I think it's like 12 months or more without use. So there we have it. I didn't want to go in too depth to anything because there's no need to. It's just a matter of unwrap it, plug it in, put it over and start making water.
It's really easy and it's so worth it, hey?
3 hours. I think our tank at the back there's 400 litres, so give or take 3 hours and we've filled our tank. You know, there's a manual to read through. Filters, again, everything's just, you know, you make water in dirty water, well, you're obviously going to go through your filters. We're out here in these beautiful reefs. The water's so clean. I hope that they're going to last maybe a month or so. So, yeah, there you have it. So that's it. Usually I just sit back for the next 3 hours, watch my water get made. Oh. Cheers. Hope it's that easy for you making water.
So that's how we... So that's how we make water on Catalpa. Thanks heaps for watching. We really love reading your comments. So if you've got any feedback, just want to say hi, tell us something about yourself. We love reading your comments and we try to answer most of your comments as quick as possible. And yeah, thanks heaps for watching. To our latest patrons, we love you and thank you so much to our thanks to all our patrons. We appreciate your support so much and I'm really stoked to have you all supporting us. If you want to support us as well, you can go to our Patreon page. Link is down below. Somewhere down there. And you can go onto the page and see what it's all about. And so we also have Facebook and Instagram. Links are on our page and you can follow us there. We update Instagram pretty regularly, so if you want to know where we are or what we're doing, keep up to date with the Catalpa crew. Thanks heaps for watching and give us a thumbs up. Bye!
Tell me, brother, hear what I say. There's a